We are live, OneStream Live, DJ Strick, the Streamers Hub. We are here together. I wanted to be sure that every one of the places that we are going today are actually connected. And one of the ways I'm going to be able to do that is you communicating with me to let me know that you're actually seeing out there. So I do see it live in the community. So thank you guys for in the community that is actually watching this. This is our Streamers Hub, and it's an opportunity for us to get together and learn some things new about OneStream Live. Now, today, of course, we're going to be learning together, and we're going to talk about how we do live spaces. So I'm really encouraged about the ability to actually go into OneStream to show you guys how all of this works. That being said, we've talked about LinkedIn already. We've talked about what I like about OneStream Live. And again, I want to be sure that as you're watching it today, you can see me and that I can see you. So if you just take the time, wherever you are, if you're on the YouTube page, if so be it that you are there, let me know that, hey, I'm on the YouTube page, and I'll know that someone's on the YouTube page if you're in the community, or if you are on Facebook on our page. So the OneStream Live community page, if that's you, again, let me know by making a comment. Like, it's really simple. Just make a comment here as I get my camera straight here. There we go. I want to be sure that everything is lined up just perfect and it looked like it is. So, of course, Monday nights is our time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I know that all over the world, people are watching, and it's different times for you. Even if you watch this in the replay, thank you so very much for taking the time to do that. All right. So we've started this. This is actually our third live stream. And again, it's important that we connect with you guys. So I saw some comments that I wanted to be sure to address. And not only am I addressing it here, but you're going to see it today. There was a comment where in OneStream Live, you wanted more tutorials. You wanted to be able to see exactly what the speaker was talking about, less talking and more tutorials. So today, guess what? With me, we're going step by step today. So give me just a second to get things together as people are on, as people are coming on, and I'm going to go step by step, okay, of how you actually set up your live spaces, which I think is really, really cool. So it's a new kind of idea for all of us. So when we say live spaces, that is basically a web page that OneStream Live is giving all of us. It sits on their server. You have a domain. So mine would be DJ Strick at livestream.livestream.com. I think that's the back end of it, but you'll see the URL later. And basically, I can send that out to my social media. I can send that out to my email address, and people can watch the live show from that place. From that URL, they can see everything. So it kind of cuts out some of the other social media platforms, and basically you're able to communicate to your people one-on-one from wherever from that URL, but it can sit on your webpage. You can have a embedded player on your webpage. Like, this is how cool OneStream is, okay? This is how cool OneStream is. So I'm saying that so you don't miss it, all right? So that's me in the background checking where we are on the live stream. So everything is good. I was afraid there because I saw on one end just the thumbnail just sitting there. But we are live and we are together. Again, if you're watching this, just comment so I will know that you are here with me. That being said, like I wanted to say earlier, or as I was saying earlier, that you guys have already commented and said that, hey, we want the live tutorials. So guess what? I want to give you the live tutorials on how to do it. Now, it's not that simple all the time with OneStream or how I'm working it today. So if you'll give me an opportunity, because I want to go into OneStream Live actually while I am live in OneStream Live. So give me a second to work through how I'm going to show you this on my screen, because I'm using a second account, and then I'll pull it up so that you can actually see what I am doing here. So let me do this really quick. Again, if you're watching this from wherever you are, I need you to kind of throw it in the chat so I'll know you're here with me. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I have that up and running. Now, I'm going to go here. And I'm actually building this so you can see it. That's it. That's where I want to be. So let me bring up this screen so you can see where I'm at. Great. So as you can tell, I'm actually on the Live Spaces page where you can customize your page however you want to. Okay. Now, we have templates here. And with OneStream, they actually already have kind of built these templates however you want to use them, which is really cool. What I want to do, I really like this one. All right, so let me choose this one to actually customize. All right, so as you can tell, it has a blank background. It's all coming up right now. My live stream may or may not come through. Based on what I'm doing here, I'm not going to actually save it because I am on live with you right now. But I'm actually able to change my title here, description. We have one button that you can use as an external link. And then you have your social media buttons. Now, you're actually able to add more than 4 social media buttons at any point, but you will only be able to show 4 at one time here. All right. And these buttons will go to social media. I want to press it because then it will take me to those pages. All right. But that is all there for you to get in touch with you. You have a phone number, email address, all of that is here. But this can be anywhere for you guys. OK, so when we are building this, let me go to this button here, change your background. All right. So in the system already, there are a couple that you have in the system. I like this blue color and this orange. So let me try this orange. So now that's me changing my background. And it's really that simple. You're able to change the colors here that you want to use, any kind of color scheme you want to have, and even typing in what you want to replace here is really simple. As you can tell, I have the font here, font size, whether it's bold, italics, underline, all that is there. And I'll just change this so you can see now that says test. And I could do the same thing here with the description. Like if you're, wanted to be sure that everybody could see exactly what you were talking about in the description, it is here as well. So let me show you. It's just like anything else. You tap on it a couple times, it highlights, and now I'm able to put test stream as my description there. And then if I had an external link, I'll just tap this and it will actually show that. And all of this is also in the 3 buttons here. So if I pull this up, I have website settings, social media settings, and layout settings, and I'm actually able to change. So as I type on all those, I already did the background, show information layer, show social media layer, all that's there and all that's being shown already. So let me go back. And now the social media layer, I'm actually able to add the accounts here, and it has all of the accounts that are already associated with my OneStream account that I could pull up. As you can tell, it has 4 already clicked. My YouTube, my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, they're already clicked and they're showing up on the screen here. And if someone, while they were watching this video, clicked on those sites, they're able to go to my social media. It's really that simple. I mean, I really like this setup. All right. But you see, if I had other accounts loaded up, it would all be here. Now, again, I can load as many accounts in there as I want to, but only 4 will show at one time. All right. So you got your social media here. You have your background. You're actually able, if I was streaming here, I would be, well, there it is, my button to change the player background. So if I want to change that, what it looks like while you're waiting, all of that is there as well, which is really cool. And you're actually able to add backgrounds as you want as well. So let me apply that, and there it is. There's change. All right. So then I have my title here, description here, and this link I think is a cool link because you can send them outside of your social media links. You can send them to your website. This could be a donation button. It could be anything that you want it to be as an external link, but you only get one here. Okay. This is what you're seeing here. You only get one there. All right. And then, of course, you get in touch with us, whether it's a phone number, email. And again, this is just, I haven't created it all. This is just testing it all out so everybody can see what we're doing here. All right. You have backgrounds. You have edit icon colors, a bunch of things that you can do to customize this to yourself. All right. I like the way it works. And once you have it, you just click save and it's there. All right. Successfully created. So now if I go back, there is what I have created there. Okay. It's all right there. And I can bring it right back up. So anytime that you make these designs, you're able to then go back and use them. And it is really simple. Now, the part that's not as simple is the application of this. You know, how does this actually work for you? And that's the part, guys, as I've talked through this, if you have any questions, please let me know. But as I think through all of this, and if you have any questions, again, let me know. But how do you use this? Like, what kind of application would you use this for? And there are programs out right now that you could really pay good money for on a monthly subscription basis for something like this, where you're going live and it's your channel. Okay, this is your channel that you can send anywhere. You can put it on your website. When you go live, this could be on your website, and you can also have it to where it has a password protected, or you can have subscribers that you give passwords to, and it could be a paid subscription. Literally. All right. This is something that OneStream is giving you with your plan that you already have. Yes, it is really that awesome. Okay. So say you're a church and you want your live stream to go on your church page. So if you're using OneStream and you're sending it to your channel that is then embedded into your church's website, you're going right to your church website. You don't need anything else, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. It is going straight to your church web page. Okay. What other uses for it? So if you are building a community and you don't want it to be on all these social media sites, you want to be able to go live into your community, you can send them this URL and everybody in your community could see your live stream. I'm telling you, there's so many applications for this. And basically, you have the URL to share it with who you want to. My wife is a jazz artist, and as she's building community, she's able to build her email list. And if she wants to just connect with her fans, like, you know, everybody talks about this 1,000 true fans. Like, you want to get to the point to where you build your community, where you have 1,000 people that are willing to invest in you on a monthly basis. In doing that and having a system like Live Spaces through OneStream Live, really could make the difference if you connecting. So it's already a service that you're paying for and you're getting it for free as part of that service, a URL that is sitting on OneStream's live server. So you don't have to worry about the bandwidth or any of that. All you have to do is stream, and it is there for you. So while I'm here, again, if you have any questions, please chime in. I would love to answer any questions you would have about it. I mean, it is really, really simple. But I do not want to take for granted that someone may have a question about this system, and their question is something maybe I may have skimmed over or didn't talk about in depth that you would love to be able to know more information about. That being said, Live Spaces is here for you. All right. I will go back to the beginning here. So in OneStream, you can see exactly where I started, and we'll kind of show you how all of this works one more time so we can all be on the same page. All right. So that's me streaming live, and I want to get to it here. There it is. That's me streaming live right now. Now, I have the dashboard at the top, the accounts, and my live web page. I really like this. So you click on that, and you already know I built one, and this is the one I built, but you have 3 templates or 4 templates here that you can actually choose from, and at any point just edit these templates. I've already done one today, so now I want to go and just open that up, and here's what the one I edited. And you're actually able to change everything. For my title, I have test. For my description, I have test stream. You're able to put all of your description here. You have one external link. You have your social media links. You're actually able to add as many as you would like, but only 4 could be displayed at one time. Okay. So you can see how that works. And inside of here, you have your web page settings. And these are your title. You are able to do all of the buttons, the contact, the phone number. You're actually able to edit all of that. I want to go to these buttons again. For your social media, you're actually able to go to your accounts, and that's already listed here. And then our layout, settings layout, you're actually able to show background, show information layer, show social media layer. And of course, all of that is shown right here already. Okay. Now, I didn't go to settings here earlier, so let's see what we have here. I do not want to discard any of my changes, so let's just stay right here because I want to be sure that all this is up so everybody can see. All right. Let me go back to my dashboard, and there it is. Sorry. Now I can do settings. So now we can see it's DJ Strick .live. .onestream.live. That's the actual URL that I can give out to my people and they can see it. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, if I have purchased the domain Strick City Live, I can actually have my own custom domain there. Again, that's really cool. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that's really cool today, but it is. So if you have a customized domain, you purchase a domain and you don't want it to say OneStream or whatever else, you can actually have your own domain, and whether it's Strick City TV, Strick City Live, StrickCityLive.tv, or Strick City. I mean, you can have any kind of .com or whatever. You can come up with your own URL to send out to your people, and OneStream has already set up for you to do that. I like this system, guys, and it is here for you. It is here to help you in building a community. Now, we tell people all the time, of course, I do a lot of streaming coaching, and YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, TikTok, they're all chasing each other for content. Okay. The social media platforms want your content. Why do they want your content? Because as much content as they can put on their platforms, they can engage more people to be on their platforms. I understand. It is really cool. Like on our end, we actually get to use their platforms with millions and millions of people on their platforms, and we can kind of engage those people and build an audience on their platform. But remember, you are always on their platform. So at any point, I remember when live streaming started on Facebook. I absolutely loved it because if you went live on your phone or on your computer through Facebook, everybody got a notification. Like 100% of your followers got a notification that you were live. Same thing with Instagram when it started. Like if you went live on Instagram, everybody knew that you went live because of a notification that was sent out. Well, over the years, they've changed that. Now, only a percentage of the people are actually seeing that you are going live. And it hurt the ability to build an audience on those platforms because a lot of your friends would not see the fact that you were live. Now, they've changed. They wanted you to do events. And if you did an event, of course, you had to pay to be able to boost that event. And the revenue that they were building from paid events and paid advertising was more important than just giving you free contact to the people that have already said they wanted to be your friend. Why am I saying all this? I want you to know that if you're going to be building a platform, the best platform to build is your own. OneStream Live gives you an opportunity to still connect, okay? Still connect with your audience on your own platform. You can tell the people that are subscribing, however way they subscribe to your webpage or however else you may have this set up, what time you're going to be on and how they can connect with you. We give you a URL. You give that URL to your people. They click on it and you are live just like you're watching me right now. It is really that simple, okay? It is really that simple. That being said, I want to go through and make sure that I haven't missed a question from anybody while I am just talking. So whether that's on our Facebook page, because you can definitely get us from there. What page am I on? I think I'm in the community watching. So let me go to OneStream Live on their page to be sure no one's over there. And I also want to check YouTube. So as I'm here, guys, talking to you, why not ask me? I may not know the answer, but I will try my best to get it to you, right? That's what I will do. At least try my best to be sure I answer your question. Why not do that? Okay, live spaces. I see me here. There's a couple people watching over there. Any questions? I don't see any questions. Well, I'm here to answer the questions today. I want to be sure that there's clear understanding on OneStream Live and their live spaces. So I will be sure to go through this one more time just to be sure that I'm not missing anybody and you're waiting on me and I haven't seen you yet. So here we go. Checking one more place here. All right. That being said, let's go through this one more time. Why not? The importance of having live spaces, guys, is for an opportunity for all of us, all right, to have, there's a comment here. Okay, got somebody watching. Let me see if there's a comment what they're watching. I don't see the comment yet. All right, so if you're on OneStream Live, you've already purchased it. They've made several updates. They've done a great job of continuing to make updates on their platform. And now we have live spaces, and they actually promoted it and advertised it as a way to have your own web page. But you can also have it embedded into your web page. So there's two things that's working here, and I guess I haven't shown you that. So I guess I could do that. Let's go back And let me show you that, because that's important as well. So of course I have my live web page, but you also have the embedded player here. So I'm hoping you're seeing my mouse. My mouse is over here to the right. So if I hit the embedded player, and it shows me all of that as well, like how you want to embed it, whether it's unsecure, password protected, which I really like, or domain restricted. So the password protected means that if you do have subscribers, okay, if you do have subscribers, they actually have to pay to get that password. Okay, if they pay to get the password, that's how you monetize what you're doing. Everybody wants to know, how do you monetize what you're doing? OneStream Live gives you the opportunity to monetize what you're doing in your streaming, and it doesn't have to break the bank. Like, even if your stream was just $1, you say, well, I don't have a big enough audience to even charge $1. Just work. Continue to build an audience, continue to do the work, and it will come. I promise you that. It has to start somewhere. All we are saying is that OneStream Live has the tools for you to do the work and to be monetized. And to, at the end of the day, every creator wants to get paid. Have a password protected live spaces, which is your own web page for your live stream, and actually charge for it. Isn't that a novel idea? Well, you know, a lot of people would say, well, who would want to watch it? It's the same people that want to watch TikTok, YouTube, and all of that. If you continue to build, if you just say you had 20 people that were watching and half of them said, yes, I want to watch. So you got 10 people giving you $10. That is definitely more than you would have made without doing it. And as you continue to grow and add value to people, continue to add value to whatever you're doing for them, whether you're doing tutorials, whether you're showing them how to do a particular thing, or whether you're showing them how to monetize as a creator themselves. Guess what? You are teaching them to do the things that you're doing, and it will just continue to grow. Because if you're adding value and you're teaching people how to monetize their life, whether it's from content creation or anything else, just being a business owner, guess what? They'll tell people about you, and they'll be willing to pay more than $1 if you're helping them to make more than $1. It happens all the time. I remember when I first got into content creation, and I was watching a guy by the name of Dot Rock all the time, and he started a Patreon. And listen, I was one of the first ones to actually say, because I've watched your content so much and you add value to what I'm doing, I want to give to you monetarily. And I was a monthly subscriber to him. You can set it up however you want to. Literally, you can set it up however you want to, so that you can be monetized for the work that you do. Like, if you really take this serious, OneStream Live is giving you all the tools to be a real professional. There's no reason why, there's literally no reason why you can't be the best at this from the tools that OneStream is giving you. Okay? So I do have a question. How many call to action buttons can we add? So the call to action button is actually one external link button. Okay. So from the social media side, and thank you for that question. Eva, thank you for that question. So on the social media side, of course, you get 4 buttons for social media, even though you can have more accounts loaded into OneStream Live. But from that call to action button, where you can place it anywhere you want to, and I want to go back so we can actually see what that call to other action button is, so everybody can see that. So let me go to my page here, edit. This is the call to action button, okay? And this is what we call the external link. So if they press that button, just like Ms. Eva asked, what's the call to action? The call to action, you press that button, they go somewhere, an external link outside of OneStream Live. And this is one button, all right? Now, of course, it can be placed in different places, but again, it's just one button here. And it can be different colors, all of that, okay? Very good question. I'm glad you asked that question, that we were able to show it. So how can I best, so Eva's asking a question. I think she's on the OneStream Live group here. Let me get back so you can actually see me read this off my phone and all of that. So she asked the question, how can I best utilize Web Live for my startup? So it depends on what kind of startup you have. The best way that I would suggest on all of your social media, you want to be sure that you have a very active web page. All right. This is the way I would do it. A very active web page. So as you are making posts on social media, as you're doing reels, as you're doing TikToks, you want to be sending people back to your website for your traffic. So if you have a startup, even I don't know whether you're selling products or anything like that, if you have your own startup company, whether it's selling products, okay, whether it's any type of service that you may have, all the social media posts that you have, they should be pointing people back to your web page where they can get in contact with you. And sometimes people use the inbox, but you want to be sure that your web page is getting traffic from your social media pages. And there's formulas and ways to do it. You don't always want to say, hey, come buy my service, or hey, look at my business. I mean, with social media, you have to, it is a way that you show yourself as a real person. And then you also say, hey, if you're having this problem, I have the solution. Then you say, hey, I'm a real person. And then you say, hey, if you're having this problem, I have a solution. And it's a way that people have over the years made what they call a social media calendar. And in that calendar, you actually put up what it is that you do in a systematic way. Now, if you have your live stream, whether it's still on Facebook, it's still on YouTube, but you also have it on your web page, what you want to do is continue to, over time, send people to where they're actually watching it on your page. All right. And then you graduate from this, having those people freely watch it, to then having a password protection. So they need that password to be able to see it. But you have garnered so much attention from your live streams that people will do whatever they need to do to get that password so that they can actually watch the live stream. This won't happen overnight. This is something that you have to build, but OneStream Live is giving you the tools that you need to build it. So Eva, great question. And I hope I helped you out with that answer. I would love to know what type startup that you actually have, and that may be able to help me dial in a little more on how live spaces can help you. More importantly, you can embed this on your website, or you can have your own customized web URL that is just your live stream. The people that subscribe to your live stream, they get that URL, and that's where they go every Monday at 6 p.m. to see and hear from you. Okay. Now here's a question from David. Let me see if I can read this question. Is it important to search for keywords for web live stream, especially live spaces? In your title description, you want to be sure that whatever you are talking about, David, again, great question, is in your description, is in your title. The URL helps as well, but from a search perspective, because it's so new, Google will not automatically see all of the information from that URL and the description. So live spaces does help you, especially if you have the content already on your web page and you're going live, but it wouldn't be like the number one tool that I would use for SEO, if that makes sense, David. Wouldn't be my number one tool. It can help, especially if videos may be sitting on your web space. When you're searching for topics for a live stream, especially across the board, like if you're going to multiple social media pages, YouTube, especially the studio is coming out really soon. So OneStream Live Studio, where you're able to do everything you want to do, including including stream to multiple places all in one package with OneStream. Like I said earlier, the reason why I'm still with this particular group is because I love the fact that they're continuing to upgrade their software. I mean, they said that they would, and I see that they can be trusted because they are continuing to build and build and build. Now, whether you are a church and you would like to have your own stream service on your webpage, whether you are a small business owner and you just want to highlight on your own page some of the things that you do, there are so many applications to this that is just phenomenal how you can use it. Whether you're a school and you want to be able to put things on the school webpage, or you want to display something on your own customized URL that is live video, Live Spaces is the way to go. All right. And just test it out for yourself. You never know how it could be useful for you. And I want to be sure one more time, I'm in the community. I don't see any questions in the community. So let me go back to our page here and check in one more time so that I don't miss anything. All right. Here we go. So this is how it works. If you're watching this in a replay, and I am trying to connect with each and every one of our OneStream live audience members. So if you're on Facebook on our page, if you're inside of the community, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this in a replay, just check in with us. We are doing this to help our community grow, to answer questions that you may not be able to get answered sometimes. Now, of course, I can't do support questions, but if you are learning the new systems and learning the new application that OneStream is coming out with, guess what? I am here to help you do that. Of course, my name is DJ Strick, and I'm one of the stream guys, and this is the Streamers Hub. So by us calling it a hub, it's kind of a collection place for all the streamers for OneStream Live to be able to get together, all right, and learn something new. Now, how could you use OneStream Live's live spaces? There's several applications. If you have an idea of how you would like to use it, if you can just put it in the comments, we could look at this and it could maybe help somebody else, turn on a light bulb for them and say, you know what, I can use live spaces for me like that as well. The application is priceless, guys, as something that we're already paying for whether it's pre-recorded video or whether it's live videos. We're already paying for the service. They've added something new for us to be able to use. And all we have to do is just open our creative minds and think, man, how can I use this? Man, what if you had whatever business it was, you threw on a business card live at 6 p.m. on Mondays, and on the backside it was a URL that actually was sending you to this page. So on one side of your business card, it says live every Monday at 6 p.m. On the other side was a QR code that sent them directly to your URL. I'm telling you, sky's the limit when it comes to the application, how you can actually use this application in whatever it is you're doing, from being a small business person, being a content creator, whatever it is, this can work for you. Now, I sound like a salesperson. Like you got to really want to use new technology. And I would say this thing is so cool that even some of OneStream Live's competitors are starting to offer this as options on their platform. And they're only doing it because they know that this could actually help a lot of their creators and a lot of the application owners. Listen, OneStream Live was ahead of the game by bringing this to the market. Be creative, find ways to do it, use it, even if it's just a third or fourth or maybe even a fifth destination. Use your website as a destination point for people to be able to connect with you every time you go live. All right. So this is what I want to do. I want to go through one last time. So thank you, Eva. Thank you, David, for chiming in today and helping us out with a couple of questions. I want to go through one last time just to be sure I am not missing anybody. And then we will wrap it up. I don't want to miss any of these comments coming through. And that's there. And last place is YouTube. Guys, you've been great tonight. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. My name is DJ Strick, and I'm the Stream Guy. You've been watching the Streamers Hub Monday nights, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tonight, we talked about live spaces. We actually had an opportunity to go through step by step of how you set up your live space and how you use it, whether you can have a regular URL or a customized URL and send your people to your live stream. Again, if you have any questions, make sure they're in the comments below, and we'll get back to you. If I see questions, I'll go back in and kind of answer them after the show. But I want to thank you so very much for your support. We're going to continue to do this. We have tons of stuff to talk about with OneStream Live, and every Monday, tell a friend, Strick's on. Thank you.